I'm at work and I'm in the kitchen and there's only one person allowed in the kitchen at a time because it's COVID. So I'm going to cook the kale and sweet potato flatbread and I'm super excited about it. Here it is. I'm going to cook it in the microwave or whatever that is, the toaster oven. Only one person at a time in the kitchen. So it's very lonely. Daily harvest. And inside this is sweet potato, red cabbage, kale, cauliflower, spinach, and coriander. I don't know why the coriander is such a big deal, but maybe so you have an understanding what that flavor is. You put it in the toaster oven at 450. So let's do that. I really don't know how to make this work because you're supposed to like preheat, I guess. So I guess I'll bake it and put it on 10. I don't freaking know. I really don't know how to work these things. Apparently people here have a peanut butter issue. Like, holy goodness. There's like a whole family of different types of peanut butter. Somebody also went blueberry picking, which has absolutely nothing to do with what we're talking about. But you preheat for 450. Remove from the base. Slap it in there, 20-25 minutes. Let's see if we have, here we go. Oh, and you can recycle the box. How about that? Sweet. Nutrition facts is 390 calories, 18 grams of fat, sodium, not too bad, 54 carbs, of course that would be in the bread, but 7 fibers and 11 sugars. And again, nothing added. So really great. Cassava root flour. I mean, I don't really like kale, but I eat it because it's good for me. But I do prefer to have kale in a sausage soup. But we'll see what this sweet potato and kale looks like once it's been in that toaster oven for 20 minutes. More to come. All right, I'm back. This is what it looks like frozen right out of the pack. And again, what I'm already missing, that's a lot of cabbage. These definitely get enough vegetables in your system with these. But I don't, what I'm interested is if I'm going to get that same mouthfeel as cheese on a pizza, because you'll notice there is no cheese. The other big disappointing thing is, again, there's no meat. Golly, all these vegetables, but I am happy the crust is I believe, cauliflower and sweet potato. So I'm hoping that I'm going to get a lot of value and sense of fullness on that. I did have my chocolate smoothie this morning, blueberry and chocolate smoothie this morning, and that was really delicious from a mouthfeel standpoint. It was a little bit grainy, but not terrible at all, but the taste was super great. And that kept me, I didn't start getting hungry until I ate that at about, or drank it rather, at 8 in the morning. And it was about 10:30 where I was like, I could use a snack. So not too bad. And it's close to, I think, 1 o'clock right now. So I'm definitely past due for something in my belly. So I'm sitting here laughing because I'm wondering why the toaster oven isn't even heating up at all. And it's because it wasn't plugged in. Apparently, because we're in COVID world, and even though we have people in the office every single day, we unplug everything. So anyways, taking a little bit longer than 20 minutes to have my lunch. All right, it's been 20 minutes and I'm just walking back in to the kitchen, and it smells really, 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 really good. It is quite hot, and you can see that steaming. Yeah, I'm calling it done. I got a little crispy kale. I guess I like kale crispy that way too. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn the damn thing off. Oops. how about I just unplug it? I'll probably electrocute myself, but all right, super hot. We're gonna take our first bite shortly. All right, I'm back at my desk. It's a bit of a mess, so if you see anything, don't really look at it. So here is, I've cut the flatbread up, and now I know why they point out coriander, because that's pretty much the only thing I can smell right now is coriander. So you're going to experience this first bite with me. It smells like coriander. Mm-hmm. All right. So, I mean, there's no cheese. This would be better with cheese, but I think that then defeats the whole purpose of the daily harvest. Definitely getting your vegetables in. The cabbage has a nice little crunch to it. The flatbread itself, I guess, is as expected. It's a little bit chewy. It's not very sweet at all. And like I said, as expected, a little bit, I don't know what the right, I want to say what most people say when you have a gluten-free crust of any kind, that's a little bit like cardboard, but that's too extreme of a word. But I get how they have the puree at the bottom to give you that nice gooey texture. However, it's not so bad. If I'm really focused on eating healthy, getting my vegetables in, having something that's easy, that's good for me, good for my body, good for my skin, then I would eat this on a regular basis, and that's kind of what I'm going, and I don't have the time to go and make my meals all of the time for myself. Again, a couple of things for my lunches that I miss is I miss cheese, miss steak and chicken. But at the same time, I think one of the things that makes Daily Harvest a really good option is because a lot of those other prepared meals they fail at the meat. And so if you're really looking for the meat part of it, that's the part that doesn't necessarily reheat well or cook well, and that's kind of where the failure happens. This being vegetable, I think, and freeze dried, and however it is, I don't know if it's freeze dried or not, but those kinds of I think there's more give in the vegetables. So while I do miss a couple of things, if I'm looking for my long-term goals of what I want to do for health, and a couple of, and to just outline what they are, is I want something that's fairly quick and easy so that I can stay on track with my health goals for breakfast and lunch. It's really easy. We make all our meals at home anyways for dinner, so that's totally fine. I want something that's going to taste good. And this tastes good. It's not outstanding or delicious or amazing, but it tastes good. Getting the nutritional value that I need. I'm staying with my health goals. And if I can be consistent, which is the biggest thing, so with meal prep and all of that, is the consistency piece is where I lose it. So this is a good alternative to help me stay consistent. Do I still need to bring snacks when I go to work? 100%. Yes, I still need to bring a snack. Because I'm finding these meals do last 2 to 4 hours, where I don't feel like I need something in between. And even then, I'm not really starving, but I'm like, oh, I could eat something. So in those cases, then you just, down a bottle of water. And, that kind of tides me over until the next portion. But anyways, bon appetit. Have a great day with work.